What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Here's a quick roundup of this week's Champions League match day one, big talking points, surprises, and what to expect next. Stay tuned. Manchester City versus Napoli. In the end, Manchester City beat a red-carded Napoli team, with Haaland being the fastest player to reach 50 Champions League goals. Sporting Lisbon versus Kairat Almaty. Um, Sporting Lisbon definitely dominated the game after the first half, with Kairat Almaty only scoring one goal in the end. Barcelona versus Newcastle. Marcus Rashford started with a brace. Newcastle's push couldn't get past Barcelona's composure in the end. Real Madrid versus Marseille. Madrid came from behind. It was a tight game, scoring that late penalty. Tottenham Hotspur versus Villarreal. Spurs picked up their first points in the Champions League campaign this season. Was a own goal. Scrappy game in the end, but I guess 3 points matters in this Champions League. Moving on to the highlights and some of the key talking points. Haaland's milestone, scoring 50 Champions League goals in just 49 games. Remarkable. What an achievement, especially with the elite company he is in right now. This definitely sets the tone for Manchester City's ambitions this season. Rashford's revival is definitely silenced his critics, scoring those two excellent goals, reminding everyone of his pedigree and why Barcelona brought him in the first place. This could be a huge confidence booster for Marcus Rashford this season. Strong starts does definitely matter. PSG, Manchester City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Spurs all got off to winning starts. Uh, in this expanded format, this gives them at least some breathing space. We know that there's a lot of games this season with the Champions League, this new format being 8 games that they need to play only in this group stage. However, tight goals and thin margins, some teams like Newcastle and Marseille look decent, but in the end lack that little bit of quality. Set pieces, penalties, and early mistakes can definitely make big differences um, in these games, especially in the Champions League. Depth and rotation, key players missing due to injuries, rotation, or rest didn't stop clubs like PSG from performing well in the end. A sign that squads depth could really matter in this year's Champions League campaign. Then what to watch going forward? Group dynamics will be interesting, definitely with 30 teams and more matches. A slip up, even against a perceived underdog team, can will definitely hurt teams in the end. Like I said, this is a Champions League. Definitely can be a cruel competition. So every single point matters in this competition if you really want to make it far. Um, Defensive solidity is going to count definitely. Teams that concede early or let games slip up, like Newcastle, might find themselves in trouble later on in the season. So let's see what happens. Star performances stepping up. Rashford, wonderful game. Haaland, definitely we know is a marksman in the box, loves scoring goals, doesn't mind touching the ball only 5 times where he can score 5 goals. We all know that he's a marksman in the box. Can really be a lethal player, especially with the form that he's in right now. And then fitness and injuries, clubs resting players or carrying injuries might struggle once the fixtures gets congested and ramped up. You know that with these many fixtures, you've got your leagues, you've got your cup games, we have the Champions League, and then also international breaks can really take a toll on the players' bodies. So that can also be key into some of these big teams' Champions League campaign this season. um, but thank you so much for watching the video. Please let me know in the comment section. Do you think Haaland will break another record this season? Do you think that he'll score more than 20 Champions League goals this season? Let me know in the comment section. Once again, thank you so much for watching the video. Please feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.